Meet Hooda makes a serious mistake that gets Raj Ahlawat in trouble with the police, and Isha faces problems with her husband Shanti. So guys, from my previous video, Meet Ahlawat and Meet discovered evidence regarding the murderer of Ashok Hooda, that is Meet Hooda's father, and it showed that Raj was the murderer. But a shocking turn of events revealed that Raj is not the murderer, and the murderer is actually in fact Ram, Raj's brother, and he is lying to save his brother. But now Meet has made a terrible mistake that results in the police arresting Rajvardhan Alavat. So how did all this happen? Make sure you watch this video to the very end to get the full detail. Meet Alavat hide the pen drive in the flower pot. The next morning, Meet digs out the pen drive from the flower pot and says we have to prove that Raj is innocent. I'll send it to the police tech department and try to get Meet Alavat to understand. I can't keep the promise I made to you, and it's important for me to prove that Raj is innocent and that video is a lie. Then everything will be fine. Meet wears her uniform and keeps the pen drive with her phone in her pocket. Raj is in the hall talking to the lawyer on the phone and says it's about my niece's life. Do anything you can to file this case as early as possible. I cannot wait one more day. Meet Alavat walks to Raj and touches his feet. Raj disconnects the call. Meet Alavat hugs him. Raj asks what happened. He says nothing. I haven't hugged for a while and asked about Isha. Raj says I talked to a lawyer. He will find a way and I promise she will be back here soon. Raj asks where is Meet. He says she went out for some important work. Meet is in the market to Sharma and says I request you check this pen drive personally. Do not give this pen drive to anyone. You are my father's friend, so I can trust you. This pen drive has a video that is disastrous, and this video is connected to my family. Till the time I know the truth, I cannot show this video to anyone. Once you are done checking, call me and I will come. Sharma says don't worry. I swear on my friendship with Ashok, no one will find out. Meet says thank you. Now I will reveal the face of the real murderer. Isha is in the corridor and says did you see my phone? He says no and leaves. Shanti says you have 2 missed calls from your mom. Isha walks to Shanti and sees her phone and asks what is my phone doing with you? Shanti says did you forget we are husband and wife now? Isha says give me my phone back now. I want to talk to someone. Shanti says do you want to call your lover? Isha says it is none of your business. Shanti gets up and hurts his hand. He curses Meet and says to Isha, don't talk to me in this tone next time or else you will pay for it. Isha says Meet gave you a nice gift. Isha gets a call and Shanti orders her to pick up the call and put the phone on loudspeaker. Everyone in the Ahlawat family gets happy and asks how are you Isha? Isha says I am happy and you know everybody and Shanti is taking good care of me. Everyone here is understanding. Ragini says I feel good after hearing your voice, but I need to see you. Wait, I'll do a video call. Isha says not now please, I'll call you tomorrow. Masoom asks Isha what gift did you get on your first night? Isha says I cannot forget that gift for the rest of my life. Masoom says how romantic. Meet Alavat takes the phone. Shanti scares Isha with a cockroach. Isha shouts. Meet Alavat switches to video call and asks her what happened. Shanti walks in and greets Meet Alavat and everyone, showing his hand with a bandage. Ragini asks how did you hurt yourself? Shanti says I fell on the floor with glass and hurt myself. You won't believe. Isha got so scared after seeing my condition and she is still in trauma. Ragini says it feels good after hearing that you take care of your husband. Meet Alavat says I pray to God for your wellness and asks Isha not to be scared at all. If you have anything on your mind, just call us and tell us. By the way, when are you coming for the ritual? Come today since it is Mother's Day. Shanti says I have been telling her to go and meet her family, but she is worried about me and not ready to go. Don't worry about Isha. I'll take care of her. You must look after Meet. Isha says yes, he is taking good care of me, and they disconnect the call. Ted says to Babita, they look beautiful together. Shanti will keep Isha happy. Babita and Ragini are having tea. Babita says to Ragini, everyone felt happy after seeing Isha happy. Ragini says yes, she looks happy. Masoom walks to Babita and says look at what Meet Alavat did. Babita and Ragini get tensed and walk to the hall with her. Masoom says look at what he did. Babita and Ragini see a cake for Mother's Day. Everyone walks to them and wishes them happy Mother's Day. Babita says it scared me. Meet Alavat apologizes for that. Babita says there is no need to be sorry. I like you for these habits. Raj comes and says let's cut the cake. Ram is upstairs in the corridor and feels sad looking at them. Meet Alavat asks where is uncle. Raj sees him upstairs. Ram joins his hands and asks him to keep quiet. Raj says I have sent him out for some work. Now concentrate on the mothers because it is Mother's Day. Let's forget the fathers today. Everyone celebrates Mother's Day. Babita and Ragini cut the cake and everyone eats it. Meet takes blessings from both of them and everyone hugs each other. Meet calls Anuba and wishes her a happy Mother's Day. Hawa Singh reaches the Alavat mansion and greets Meet. Meet disconnects the call and says I was on break so I came home for some work. Hawa Singh says good, we will have tea at your house. At least give me some water, I'm feeling thirsty. Hawa Singh and Meet go inside the mansion. Hawa Singh greets everybody and asks what is happening. Babita asks what are you doing here? Hawa Singh praises Meet and says your trick is working. Look at your husband's face. This means you didn't tell him anything. Everyone is confused. Meet Alavat asks what are you talking about? Hawa Singh says to Meet Alavat, you should be proud of your wife. She proved that her job is more important to her. He turns and salutes Meet. Meet asks what are you talking about? Hawa Singh says you had only one goal, to catch your father's murderer, and on the basis of your evidence, I got an arrest warrant. Two constables working with the arrest warrant. Hawa Singh orders Meet to arrest Raj Ahlawat, murderer of your father. Everyone is in shock. Meet thinks Sharma promised me that he won't tell anyone about the video, but now Hawa Singh is here with an arrest warrant. Did Sharma give the pen drive to Hawa Singh? Babita says you are here to arrest Raj. You think Raj murdered Meet Hooda's father. Are you out of your mind? And asks someone to throw him out of the house. Tej walks to Hawa Singh and asks what rubbish are you saying? Babita asks Meet why aren't you saying anything? Meet says because of my mistake, Dad is in a big problem. Babita shouts why are you quiet? We are from the police department. Say something to him. Babita says to Meet, what kind of girl are you? Raj gave you the love of a father and did everything for you. He fought me for you. Ragini shouts at Meet and asks her to say something to them. You think your father can murder someone? And asks Ram to do something. Ram looks at the arrest warrant and walks to Raj and says it has your name on it. Babita says we understand, but the question is why is Raj's name on it? And asks Raj why are you quiet? Say something. You are not a murderer for God's sake, say something. Meet Oliver says to Babita, calm down. Dad is innocent and he is just accusing him. There is no evidence against him. He came here to trouble us and I am pretty sure this warrant is fake. Hawa Singh joins his hands and says you are getting angry. I am a police officer and I am just doing my duty. If you don't believe me, ask your wife. How did the police get this evidence? For your information, your wife gave us evidence in form of a small pen drive. A small thing was hiding a big secret. Meet Alavat looks at Meet and goes outside. Meet Alavat goes to the garden. Meet follows him. Meet Alavat says to her the evidence is in the flower pot. He is telling a lie and starts digging. Meet says listen to me, don't dig it. Meet takes out the evidence and says the pen drive is not here and starts looking for it. He says only we both knew about this. Meet says I gave the pen drive to Sharma for lab testing, but I don't know how Hawa Singh got the pen drive. Meet Alavat is in shock and asks what are you saying? You gave the pen drive for lab testing. You betrayed me. You thought this before and that is why you stopped me from destroying the evidence. I thought you were handling me. You said nothing will happen and we will forget. He says it is because of this uniform. I think Mom is right. You are not ready to obey any relations. Meet says listen to me just once. Meet Oliver shouts at her and says shut up. Not a single word from your mouth. Meet hears a congratulatory message on her walkie-talkie for solving a very cold case. But you must arrest immediately and I recommend your name for a promotion. Meet Oliver takes the walkie-talkie and doesn't let her speak. The man says it is a personal victory for you, Meet. Meet Alavat returns her walkie-talkie and congratulates her for solving her case. Meet says no. Meet Alavat says this would be a great article for tomorrow's newspaper. A girl became a police officer to find the murderer of her father, and after becoming an inspector, when she got to know her father-in-law was the murderer, she arrested him. He says Hawa Singh is inside with arrest warrant for my dad. What will I do now? Meet says I believe Dad is innocent. I gave the pen drive for testing to prove his innocence. I did nothing wrong. Meet says, listen to me with your ears open. I will be standing with my dad against you and your police force. I will see how anyone can destroy my family or harm my dad. So guys, that is how Meet will make a mistake that will result in Rajvardhan being arrested. Thank you guys so much for watching this video to this point. You can also check out this channel for the previous updates, another update on your favorite ZeeWorld series and celebrities. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.